A bit of a video for the sake of a video, but it's a planned, well, I suppose the start of a planned series of videos. We'll see how it goes. I'll give it a title, I suppose, of in the shop, and I'll put numbers on the videos just so I know which video is which, and if I go back to it, or if the videos continue from one to another. If I'm talking about something in one video and it carries on to the next video or continues into the next video, it's easier to follow it that way. But generally the videos will just be, well, hopefully not too long, just showing you jobs that I'm doing at the moment. Trying to find videos that I can post, and I just thought, well, this might work, because I'm always interested in what other guys are doing in their shop, and it'd be good just to see jobs that they're working on today, I suppose, and that's what this series is about. So I won't waste too much time. So I've got two things on the go. One's finished, thankfully, and the other one's still running in the CNC lathe at the moment. So I'll just show you this part, which I did plan to show you in a video, but getting towards the end of the day, I was just wanting to get it finished, and I really couldn't be bothered. I don't really enjoy doing this job through the manual mill. I'll just show you the actual raw part. So it comes from the customer laser cut part. They drill a little hole in here. I think it's about 3 or 4 mil or something or other. And then I've just got to put a bevel on there. So I've got 150 of those to do. You can probably see it there, where it's got a bevel cut on one side. Down on one side, another part goes on there and it gets TIG welded to it. I don't know what it's for, but that's all they tell me about it. An ongoing job, which is good to have. As I say, I was going to show you the setup in the manual mill, but I already pulled it down, and I'm just finishing at the end of the night now, so it's coming up to 6:30 p.m. and I'm just going to get finished now. Beautiful weather today, for unusual. Not that you came here for a weather forecast, but it's a very nice day. Nice day today, and it's still about 25 degrees in my shop, so comfortable weather to work in, especially at night. Full moon tonight. I thought about taking it and showing the full moon, but it just looks like a light bulb hanging, so I won't worry about that. Just show you the setup, because I can't show you in the manual mill the setup, because obviously I've taken it down now. Just a fairly basic vise, a tilting vise. I have a better version, but I have this one just set up for this job. So the part just goes in there. I've made up a fixture where I can clamp it, and it just gets milled at that angle that the vise is tilted to. So just come down and clamp it in, and just come in with the cutter, 2 cuts straight through. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass, because it's, you know, it's on the manual mill, and the repetition of it just getting back. So there's 150 of them to do, and I've just got to get on the lynch shed tomorrow and just knock any burrs off them. But they seem to have come out okay. You know, yeah, hard to say, because I haven't really looked at them. I just want to get through them, and I was running the CNC lathe at the same time, so walking backwards and forwards from the manual mill to the CNC lathe. So just take you over and show you what I mean. So we've got the manual mill over here. I can't really get back far enough. So the manual mill here, fairly decent sized table, 1500 by 320, I think, in the metric language. So in the imperial language is about 5 foot by about 1 foot wide. So variable speed spindle and so on. I think I've talked about another video. So very nice machine. I think it's a pretty heavy duty, sort of like, it's basically a glorified Bridgeport, I suppose, but just weighs about 2.5 tons. So, but otherwise, it, you know, more travels, heavier duty, 5 horsepower spindle, things like that. ISO 40 taper and things like that. So we're just bringing you back over to the parts. I'll take you over onto the CNC lathe to show you a job over there. Making these bushes at the moment, hollow bar. They don't have to be critical on the idea, they just need a through hole. They get welded onto another part. It's just what their customer wants. So obviously this is going back to my custom, which obviously goes on to somebody else. So all I have to do is just cut them face each end, and just put a counter bore in there, as you can see on each one. 150 of those, 150 of these, and 150 of smaller bushes that are probably about that diameter by about 36 mil. So they're about 36 mil, so square, I suppose, in a round way. So 36 mil diameter, 36 mil high, 36 mil high with a 21.5 millimeter hole. So they get finished to size, but these don't. But the pain in the ass is that availability of hollow bar isn't always great, so you've got to get what you're given. So the advantage of hollow bar is obviously you don't have to punch that hole through the center. It is slightly more expensive, but it is fairly saves you a lot of labor and not have to punch a hole through that. So they're about 75 mil long. These ones, as I say, the rusty version the customer's happy with. I think they get blasted anyway when they get welded onto the part. So not wasting too much more time, just take you over onto the CNC and just show you the parts over there. So just taking you for a bit of a wander around. So at the moment, so I have to turn the OD. So obviously it's pretty hard to hold something and turn it at the same time. So what I do is I turn 50% of it, so 150 or 152 mil long, I turn them to 76. So the split line will get cut, so these will get cut again to that length, 75 mil long. And so now what I have to do is turn them on one end, and then I swap out the jaws and put them back in the machine and turn the other end. It is a bit of dicking around, but it's the only real way to get it down in size. They start out at 52, I think a bit over 52 mil. You can sort of see the step on there. Just bringing you over onto the actual material. Machine's turned off. So this is the raw stock coming off the saw. So just cut them in that length, and you can see the shitty bore on there. See the egg shape. So I'll have to knock the bores out in them, unfortunately, which is another bit of a nuisance. Normally I don't touch the bores, but the size has to be a minimum of 21 mil, and it looks probably 21 mil one way, but from left to right it's definitely not 21 mil. So it makes a good Easter egg, but it doesn't make a very good part. So yeah, just hollow bar being just the nature of what it is. But as I say, it does save you a bit of time. So just take you inside the machine. Having a few dramas at the moment, with as far as chip removal, I suppose. The hassle is when you get parts like this, you really get hammered with the chips. And as I've mentioned before, I don't have a chip conveyor, so I have a fairly large bin that I put the swarf into, and occasionally I've got to stop and just dig it out. It is a pain in the ass, but I'm not really a production shop, and generally I don't need to do that much machining on the parts with those rusty ones on the bench. All I have to do is just do the rebate in there, basically face each end and do the rebate and maybe some ID work. So I'm not chopping a lot of material off generally, but in this case, with those parts, or these parts, you can see the reduction there. So we're coming from, I think it's about 52.5 down to just under 46. I think it is 45.8. I think it is. So I'm just matching the hollow bar in that rough finisher. So you're going to have these nice bright ones going with the rusty ones. So I don't have many of those rusty ones left over. I've kept a couple from the last job, so I'm able to get the quantity up. And as it is what it is. So just running those in the hard jaws at the moment. So just putting those in the hard jaws and just running it. I'll just run the job for those who are interested anyway. Watching the CNC work's about as exciting as watching grass grow, but for some people they like to watch what's going on. So I'll get the part in the lathe and we'll just fire it up, and I'll just talk about some of the depths of cut and so on, all the feeds and speed and so on. I think it's about, I didn't really time it, but it's approximately probably a little over a minute to do each end. So that's including, that's not cycle time, that's in and out. So I worked that out off doing 10 of them, and that's what it works out to. So it's not too bad to do each one. So and then you've got to flip them around and put soft jaws in there. As you can see, I've got the hard jaws in there at the moment because we're just biting on mill scale material. So it's good just to swap them out for the hard jaws. I don't have to worry about putting Pacific size soft jaws in there for that slightly out of round hollow bar. So the hard jaws will do that job well enough. A bit dark in here. But so I'll get the job set up, and we'll just so get the door closed and hit the cycle start button and just let you watch that. For as much as you can see anyway, for those who like to watch a bit of turning work, definitely a lot better than doing this on the manual lathe, getting all this, getting showered in this, and I have to do this 150 times. So you can imagine doing that on the manual lathe. So I don't run rapids on. I don't generally run much rapid on there. I usually run fast feeds, not rapids. Spindle speed I think is about 1000 RPM. Feed rate is 0.2 per rotation. I'm just trying to think what else there was. That's pretty much it. I was just trying to think what else I was going to say, because someone was yelling out to me from outside and I got distracted. So just get the last of these knocked off, and then inside for a shower and have dinner and relax, and then come back out and do it again tomorrow. So we'll do the other end tomorrow and come back out in the morning and do the other side, and then cut them in half and do the rest of the work that needs to be done to them. So as you can see, I don't know how long that took. You can see your clock down the bottom. Just taking you back inside. So I'll bring you a dry one over. So the surface finish is pretty good, considering that's, you know, it's medium roughing, I suppose, because the OD finish is a lot better. Well, that's what the customer's expecting, and that's what the customer's going to get. So anything above that is an improvement anyway. But that's a pretty good finish anyway, as you can probably see there. Hopefully that's showing up okay in the camera. I'll say about 0.2 feet per revolution. Depth of cut is, let me think now, I think we were 1 mil a side, so yeah, depth of cut's 1 mil per side, so we do 3 runs on there to get that material down from that size there to that size there. I think that's about all I could show you in this video, so I'm getting on a little bit now, about nearly the 12-minute mark, so I didn't want to drag it on for too long. The chip wise, as far as the chips go, for those guys who are interested, so the chips are breaking off nice, just muck around with feeds and speeds until you get it running where you want. So that's the sort of chips I'm sort of getting. You can probably see a few of them in on the chip pan there. So it's coming out okay, so they're coming off, it's breaking off nice. So just keep going with these and just get these knocked over and go inside and have a bit of a break, and as I say, back for it again tomorrow. Now just for the sake of, as I say, a video for the sake of a video, I'm still enjoying doing the YouTube videos, but just trying to find things to post is probably the hardest thing. So just getting back a little bit anyway. That's probably the hardest thing, trying to find, well, not even finding stuff. I have to get jobs done. I can't stop and post videos while I'm trying to get customer work done. I don't get paid for YouTube videos, but I get paid for making parts, so there's no incentive to stop and do videos instead of getting jobs done. So and I'm not much on doing projects and things like that, and if I did, I probably wouldn't waste my time honestly doing a video about it. It's just me. I'd just rather get the project done and over and done with, but I just try and shoot some video in between doing parts, and just trying to bring you in on some videos that I'm sort of thinking of doing. So let me know your thoughts about in the shop videos, and we'll see how we go. And just I thought might be a good video series to bring you guys along, sort of a bit of a look over the shoulder type of thing. We'll see how we go with shooting different videos along the way, and just showing you some random jobs that I'm working on. As I say, nothing too exciting, but just jobs that I'm doing, and I look forward to see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye bye for now.